Thanks for watching the video. I'm off to Effingham Junction and I've got a packed day. So Effingham Junction is where we run the MPV fleet, so we operate and maintain those MPVs. It's a little like a Formula 1 pit stop at times. When I arrive at the depot, reverse parking policy, so reverse park the vehicle and then sign in. All visitors must sign in. We then get onto the depot induction. This is where the team explain the safety arrangements and the risks to people on the safety tour. We then get out on the safety tour, and I always like to ask the question, when you're standing near an activity, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? And ask the question of the people that are involved in the activity. So it's not looking at the basic risks and the risk assessments, but what's the worst thing that can happen while you're undertaking the activity that you're about to undertake? And it's amazing the conversation that then generates. Is it today, Ian?
Oh, it's a great visit. It always is a great visit coming to Effingham. Good team, yeah, really interesting rolling stock actually, and some of the problems around the rolling stock, which is now getting 20, 25 years old. Yeah, so very interesting engineering problems that Nathan and Jason and the team are dealing with. So really good conversations about that. What can you say about the depot? Neat, tidy, you know, very well controlled, very good team, highly motivated team, really enjoyed it. The business is about people actually making the railway run and improving the railway.
Yeah.
And it's always good to get out and meet those people in their workspace, talking to them about how they do their job and getting their job done safely. It's fundamentally important.
My name is Luke Quinn. I'm one of the co-founders of SiteAssist, and we've been working with Balfour Beatty now for a bit over 2 years, rolling out digital software around permitting.
So a match of the day version, what is SiteAssist?
Essentially, SiteAssist focuses on what I would argue, and I'm sure you would agree, is the most safety critical processes that exist on site, which is permitting.
Yep.
And we've digitized that process, but in digitizing, not in the sense of just converting, you know, a paper checklist into a digital PDF. It's about enhancing that process, allowing an individual to request permission to do something at the point of works, or, you know, in the office, assign it, etc., and then have a controlled approval process and a solid audit trail through that entire life cycle of the process.
A next question I've got for you is, so I use a paper system today.
Yeah.
Works really well. What's the benefits of it becoming digital on the SiteAssist platform?
Yeah, of course. So the issue with the paper process is when I hand that piece of paper over, I then lose that communication pathway of what's happening on site.
Yep.
You know, if you digitize that process, and then at that point of works, you've got continuous updates of information. We use geolocation technology so individuals know they're checking in at the right place, not to track them, but to make sure they know where they are on the right point of works. We can see a proper record of the briefings at the point of works. So you're getting an audit trail of events from the point of, in theory, of issuing that piece of paper right up into the closure. You're also doing additional captures when the works are complete, etc. So it gives you a much more holistic picture of the works that are taking place. Also, being in a digital format, I can then have what we kind of call air traffic control, which is, you know, in the site office, you've got that digital screen up with the real-time imagery coming through. You've got maps of overlaid imagery, etc. So, you know, you've got a much stronger insight into what's happening, what your workforce is doing, and you've got a much stronger peace of mind for the approvers who know, you know, that they're putting people to work safely. And the people going to work know they're also being put to work safely with all the right information they need to carry out the work at hand.
My name is Dan Kitchener. I'm the health and safety lead for plant and joined the business back in plant in January this year.
And I'm excited you're back in plant because you've already started to make a difference. What have you been working on over the last sort of couple of months?
So main focus, Mark, really is to sort of get some operational alignment with the health and safety team, to sort of align with the business unit heads. We're looking at targeted inspections and getting sort of risk-based surveillance programming. That's starting to take off. Started with occupational health, a good thorough review of that in January, and we're now starting to share the findings amongst the team, and so the business can start to work on the things we need to fix.
Jason Durrant, maintenance manager for Wessex and Central. That covers Effingham, Totton and Kings Norton depots. Yeah,
and you should be, and I mean this, you should be really proud of your depots, because every time I've come here today, I've had the induction, I've had the pre-reading briefing. I feel like you really look after people when they come down here.
Yeah, I think the team are really engaged with keeping it all clean, tidy. Everyone's on board with the induction system, everyone knows the process, and we're getting there.
What have you done to drive the health and safety agenda into your area of the business?
Just sort of briefings, really, keeping people up to date with what's going on, you know, what's discussed on the shelf that most people, obviously night shifts and that sort of thing, can't join. Just keeping people in the loop, really, with that sort of thing, the what three things.
Can you remember the 4 Balfour Beatty golden rules?
I can. Be fit for work, always receive a briefing, report anything unsafe and stop if anything changes.
That's great, well done. Thanks for your time, Jason.
All right.
So how long have you been a safety leader now?
Must be just over a year now.
Are you enjoying it?
I am, yes. Yeah. It's a new experience. Just learning about the business, learning about the safety sides of the business.
Yeah.
Obviously working on the railways, it's so important nowadays. So yeah, it's really good, to be honest with you.
If I ask you to explain to people what a safety leader does, what is a safety leader?
I would say basically going around making sure everything is how it should be, how, you know, all the documents are up to date, stuff like that. Just generally making sure that other people in your depot or in your area are kept safe. The things around them are safe, basically, and just reporting anything that you think is not right or not correct.
And do you feel confident that you could, if you saw something that you genuinely felt wasn't right, would you be able to go and have a conversation, and do you feel you're supported to have that conversation?
Oh, absolutely. The guys here are all very good anyway, and like I say, if I saw one of them doing something wrong or I saw something that I felt wasn't safe, I'd say to them, look, stop what you're doing, you know, this is the situation. And I believe that they would all be exactly the same and say, right, okay, fair enough, you know, we'll stop until that's corrected, we can't do that.